Good morning, everybody. We're back. And first thing that I noticed was there have been some changes to the Season 24 Ethereal items. So we're going to go through that first real quick. And so these are like the regular patch notes we have. But what Blizzard does is whatever is in red is the actual changes. So anything in red is what we want to have a look at. So let's see what they've done, whether it's buffs or nerfs. I don't know. Ethereal updates. Based on the feedback we received, we wanted to improve the balance across all classes, increase the diversity of ethereals, and ensure each ethereal conveys its own unique identity. I think they already do. I wonder if they've actually buffed them even more. So let's have a look. Crusader. Haven't played Crusader yet during PTR. Astrians, Iron Ward, added affix. +1 to maximum damage per Paragon level up to 800. Kalim's Will added. Killing an enemy reduces cooldown of Steed Charge. Let's go. Demon Hunter is pretty powerful once again because of the Ethereals. The Bariza do Koyanan added affix. Hits against frozen enemies are always critical hits. Wow, that's nice. Doom Slinger added. Killing an elite pack increases movement speed. Wind Force, maximum discipline, plus maximum discipline. Added resource cost reduction. Monk. The Bartuk's Cutthroat added consecutive hits to enemies, increased damage by 10% up to 100. Holy shit. So an extra 90% increase there for damage. Shadow Killer added reduced the damage of enemies hit by 25% for 5 seconds. Necromancer. The Soul Harvest. Reduced value of maximum essence 45 to 90 to 9 to 12. Alright, so that one's a little bit of a nerf. I wonder if that's the one that's going to affect rats as well, because we want plus maximum essence for our rat runs next season. So reduce the value of max essence 45 to 50 to 9 to 12. Ba-boom. Affix removed critical hit damage. Alright, so why are they continuing to nerf the Necromancer? Witch Doctor, the Ariox Needle removed. Plus 100% damage to all Witch Doctor skills. Removed. Are they too powerful? But added 200% damage to all decay skills. Okay, so we want to be decaying. Ghost Flame. Removed plus 100% damage. Added plus 200% damage to secondary skills. The Gidbin. Removed plus 100% damage. But added 200% damage. The Wizard Oculus. Added reduce the damage of enemies hit by 25% for 5 seconds. Wizard Spike added consecutive hits to enemies, increased damage by 10% up to 100%. Alright, so mostly buffs, but a few like takeaway nerfs. Now this is the one I want to hear about. Mystic Ally updates. Earth Ally active ability now works with Enforcer Gem. So maybe there's been some compatibility issues with Enforcer Gem and your Mystic Allies. Mystic Ally leashing radius has been reduced. Adjusted attack speed, interaction with Mystic Ally. Okay, so maybe there's been some issues with attack speed stacking with our Mystic Ally damage. I do think that Mystic Ally needed some changes here. Now let's have a look. For 4 pieces, no changes. For 6 pieces, there has been some changes here. So the damage of your Mystic Ally is increased by 950%. That's up to 3000%. I think that's a good move. I think Mystic Allies should be doing a little bit more damage. Mystic Allies in general, damage has gone up to 3000% from 950, so that's nice. The Crudest Boots. So when we summon the actual Mystic Allies, they did deal 300 to 400% damage. That's been nerfed a little bit, but I think Crudest Boots maybe were a little bit overly buffed. So now it's 150 to 200. A little bit of a damage decrease, but shouldn't be too bad. Increased damage are unable to attack with their active forms longer, and are able to attack with their active forms longer. Alright. Bindings of the Lesser Gods. Enemies hit by a Cyclone Strike take 300 to 400%. That's down to 150 and 200. I guess it'll balance out because the actual Mystic Ally damage has been buffed to 3000. So you don't want to be too overly powerful. I think taking away the damage from the actual Crudest Boots and the Braces here, I still think we've been buffed a little bit more with our actual Mystic Ally damage. We've still got here, like, you know, over 2000% extra damage for Mystic Allies on their own. So it's not too bad. And Rabbit Strike here. Rabbit Strike interaction with the Crudest Boots and Bindings of Lesser Gods ally buffs. So it's been adjusted. So maybe something I didn't use Rapid Strike with Crudus Boots and Mystic Allies. I never tested that out. Maybe there was some compatibility issues there. I'm not too sure, but that's basically all the changes so far. So some minor changes to Ethereals, some bug changes here. Some powers were rolling incorrectly, so nothing too major there as far as damage and buffs and nerfs go. So there you go. Some changes to ethereal items, some changes to Mystic Allies. Let's get into this PTR server and test them out together.